Hello, have you ever wondered what some of the best down payment assistant programs are and how to utilize them, how to get involved with them to make sure that you get approved for these incredible down payment assistance programs? Because that's what I'm going to cover. I'm doing a series right now. This is the first video in the series of the best down payment assistance programs that are available that are national programs. So it doesn't matter what state you're in, you can take advantage of these programs. Today, I'm going to cover a program called Hoper. And if you're not familiar with the Hoper program, it is an incredible program. They combine the uh, the grant that they give with FHA's energy efficient mortgage program. So it is an FHA, it is a part of an FHA program. And so FHA always requires a 3.5% down payment. But what Hoper does is they provide you with the entire 3.5% that doesn't have to be paid back. So it is like a grant, and it's up to $13,000. So if you were buying like a $500,000 house, they wouldn't provide you with the entire 3.5%, but they'd provide you with just the 13,000, which is their max, right? So that's how that works. But if you're buying something that's like, just to give you an example, let's say you're buying a $300,000 house, 3.5% of that is 10,500. So they would provide you with the entire down payment on a $300,000 house. You would have to get up to over 4,000 or over 400,000 before they would hit the max. I think. Let's see. Or no, you'd have to get up to like 370, 380, something like that, before you'd hit the max that they would offer, which is the 13,000. So anyway, that's how that program works. It's a little bit about it, and I'm going to get into a little bit more detail here. So I'm going to go ahead and share a screen because it'll make a lot more sense this way, because I do have some good information on the screen here. So let's go ahead and get into this here. So as you can see here, FHA is the only program that offers Hoper because it is combined with the FHA Energy Efficient Mortgage Program. They give you the 3.5% assistance up to 13,000. It also includes a fully owned solar system that gets added to the mortgage. So the reason this works is because let's say you're buying a $200,000 house, it appraises for $200,000, and let's say the solar system is going to cost, say, 35,000. So what they would do is they would give you a mortgage for 235,000 because they are going to finance in the entire cost of the solar panels. Now the extra the extra mortgage payment that you're paying because of that extra 35,000 is going to get offset by the energy savings from the solar panels. Additionally, because they allow you to use a normal FHA mortgage, the interest rate on it is better than other down payment assistance grants. Other down payment assistance grants, the interest rate's usually about 1.5% higher than it is on the Hoper program. So in reality, your payment is going to end up similar as if you were using a regular down payment assistance program, but you're going to get that extra energy savings from having the fully owned solar system. And the other nice thing about it is having this fully owned solar system is also likely to increase your value on the home. So a lot of benefits there. They do require you to complete a 6-hour pre-close financial course, which they charge $149 up front for. And then after you purchase the home, they require you to complete an 8-hour post-close financial course, which is $99. And I believe both those are online courses, if I remember correctly. But anyway, so that's basically about $250 they charge for these courses. The reason they do this is because they want to make sure you're set up for financial success and that you're not going to end up into some sort of a foreclosure type situation. So that's why they do it. They also provide you with soft credit monitoring, and they participate in surveys post-close. So they want to stay in touch with you over time to make sure that you're doing a great job financially and that they can help you in that if possible. Like I said, it's going to have a similar monthly payment to other DPA programs because of the lower interest rate you're going to get as compared to other down payment assistance programs, but you're going to save hundreds of dollars on your electricity bill each month. So that's kind of how that works. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this short Hoper video here because they do a great job of explaining it in a little bit more detail as well. So hang tight, and I'm going to start this now.
Welcome to Hoper. Our goal is to make homeownership both attainable and sustainable for everyone. At Hoper, we focus on empowering potential buyers, especially those who may not have strong savings histories, to achieve their dreams of owning a home. What sets us apart is our commitment to post-closing support, which helps new homeowners build a financial safety net during those critical first years. Many buyers stretch their finances just to purchase a home, often living paycheck to paycheck. This approach can lead to a higher risk of default, especially in the initial years. When unexpected expenses arise, it can leave homeowners vulnerable. To tackle this challenge, we've developed a program that combines education and financial incentives. Our goal is to help homeowners increase their savings and lower their monthly expenses. We start with a few hours of pre-closing education, ensuring a smooth path to closing. At closing, buyers can receive 3.5% of the purchase price, up to $13,000. Our primary focus is on post-closing mentorship. Homeowners participate in a 9-week course during their first year. Additionally, between months 12 and 18, they may qualify for $10,000 to $12,000 in tax credits. Initially, Hoper functioned more like a down payment assistance program, offering education and some financial support at closing. Over time, we recognized that while these elements were helpful, they didn't provide the necessary tools for new homeowners to effectively apply their knowledge and create a safety net. A key aspect of our program is the FHA policy on solar and wind technologies. This policy allows lenders to increase the base loan amount to cover the costs of solar or wind system installations during a purchase or refinance. Let's talk about the differences between traditional solar installations and solar through the FHA policy on solar and wind technologies. Traditionally, solar can be less favorable for homeowners and real estate professionals due to high costs, second loans, and additional liens. Our program changes that. We eliminate hefty sales commissions, avoid second loans with high interest rates, and steer clear of additional liens or UCC filings on the property. With Hoper, prospective buyers benefit by becoming homeowners with lower electric bills, tax credits, and true energy ownership, all included in their low-interest 30-year FHA loan. It's a straightforward approach that helps you save more over time. Before a buyer becomes eligible, we ensure that the property can benefit from solar installation. If it passes our virtual inspection, we provide a system designed to generate most of the energy the buyer will need. The education and mentorship component costs the buyer $250, while solar systems typically range from $53,000 to $59,000. Thanks to our pre-negotiated rates, the amount added to the buyer's loan generally falls between $35,000 and $39,000. If the buyer uses the funds received through the Hoper program, the monthly principal and interest payment will increase due to the increased amount financed through their FHA mortgage. However, the savings on the electric expenses from the solar production will generally offset the increased costs, resulting in a net neutral savings to the home buyers. The Hoper funds are designated to support new buyers in whatever they need to enhance their success on their homeownership journey. At Hoper, we aim to make homeownership more attainable and sustainable by combining education, reduced energy costs, and empowering new homeowners to develop better financial habits. For more information, call or text 866-752.
Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to cover there as far as the Hoper and their video and everything. So that gives you a pretty good idea of how the program works. And what we do is we have 4 different wholesale lenders that utilize Hoper. So we have some options there, but we basically get you into whichever one is giving us the best rate on a particular day, right? And so that's kind of how that works. But the other thing is too that this Hoper program is just a part of what I cover on my webinars. I do virtual webinars every month, and this is one of the slides from those webinars, and I cover all of the best down payment assistance programs during that. It takes about an hour and a half for that virtual presentation. I've got a lot of great information on there. So if you did want to get into one of those virtual presentations and watch that on one of those nights, you can go to dialmortgagecoach.com and register there. Right now, when I'm putting this video together, they don't really have, or I don't really have a time set up on there for the next one yet, but I'm updating it all the time. Once I figure out the next one, I go ahead and I update it on there, and then you'll be able to see it. Usually you'll be able to see it at least 1 month prior, or not 1 month, excuse me, at least 1 to 2 weeks prior to the actual day happening, or the actual date. You'll be able to see and register on there for that next virtual webinar. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover there. I am going to be doing more of these, covering more of these down payment assistance programs. This is a part of or what my plan is to do several of these covering each of the down payment assistance programs that I cover on my virtual webinars. I'm going to cover these one at a time, put them on YouTube, and that way make them available to the public to view whenever they want to. This is the first one in that series, and so come back whenever you want to. Please subscribe, and I will be able to help you if you do need any help getting into these programs later. You can always go to timdial.com to complete the application process, and we can get you approved for one of these programs if you want to get the process started. That's pretty much it, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.